You know what time it is. It's time for Anthem. I am already pre-mad. We're going into this pre-mad. I took a look at the fucking requirements to build the new Necromech on Warframe, and I'm not looking forward to doing any of Demos. Demos sucks. It's just fucking orange. Everything's orange. That's not Anthem's fault, but Anthem is still a worse game. So we're going to carry our grudge from the better product over to the worse product, even though that's not fair. I feel like Anthem has earned it. It's not going to be an exciting stream, and if someone were if someone else were doing this, maybe someone funnier, maybe someone smarter, they could make an entertaining kind of fucking romp out of what is otherwise drudgery. I'm not that person. My domain is misery and simply enduring tedium. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grit our teeth and we're gonna trudge through this mud. And eventually, it'll be over. And we can look at what a game sort of looks like when it doesn't make the mistakes that Anthem does. We're going in. It's a Titan. I might be on the wrong pilot again because I think I was grinding out other fucking unlocks. So that we don't have to do those. Yeah, well, like you don't have to watch them. I still have to do them. There's no getting any of that time back. But we all make sacrifices. Yeah, we wouldn't believe what they say about... Nice, that was good. We wouldn't believe what they say about Titans. Destroy them where you find them. Okay, well... Yarrow, I mean... They're not that hard to describe. They're big ol' rock men. They got a chest laser and they throw fireballs. And they babble. That's it. That's a Titan. The weak points are on their back and on their chest and on their forearms when they light up. You shoot them in the glow. Does this mean that I'd make a better freelancer guild rep than Yarrow? I think so. Oh yeah, this is the other one. Okay, back to the fucking menu. To the menu. But yeah, this biz with Warframe, I don't know. The resource thing that they do is it's more than getting out of hand. 15 off chance resource drops from a tier of encounter that is only accessible when you've ground through 2 other tiers of encounters. So you must do them in that order 1, 2, 3 every single time until you have enough. Ah shit, I just did it again. It says press space, so I press space without thinking, you know? Cause hey, press space to start the game. But that's not the way. You're supposed to press F to switch pilots, which is down in the lower right. You know, away from the field of view of the player. Doesn't flash or anything. It's just shh, over here. This is something else you could do. Yeah, we do. Well, no, we already did that part. The witch is saying that we press F to pay respects. We already paid our gamer respects to the dead fuckers that were like General Tarsus's best buds. And we found out that at their grave sites you can trade in all of your, like some of your trash that you've picked up for a chance at other trash that you also don't want. Because nothing says Sacred Tomb of an Honored Warrior like fucking gachapon machines. that just accept really weird coins. Who are these people that are just gathered around standing, by the way? Like, who the fuck are they? Are they pilots? Are they just loitering? Are they on break? Is there not a better place to take a break? You know, somewhere that doesn't smell like welding fumes? Which are definitely poisonous, by the way. Like, you wear a respirator at minimum if you don't have access to, like, a fucking powered air filter. So it's... No, because it's just like a scarf that's over their mouths. So they have eye protection, but not so much their lungs. They don't give a shit about those. Okay, now we're on the right one. Electricity is a status effect, that's what it's telling you. And it's showing you a picture of a scar. There's a lot of detail on that model that you never really get to see, huh? Because you just plow through them by the fucking hundreds. And the way the game is set up as far as, like, how it is you view things over the shoulder of your robo-suit, it really does not lend itself to stopping and taking a look. There we go. Okay, yeah, we're here now. We're here and we're all about it. Maybe. We've already had problems. Okay.
Some contracts to get you started.
Great.
Need help? Get out there. Lend a hand.
Sure. So Yarrow's got stuff for us to do. We have our main thing here with Faye.
Greeted all the Guardians. What happens now?
I've been sorting through the fragments of Legionnaire Leotrell's writing that Sim gave us. A lot of it is unreadable, and what's left is in a kind of code, typical for the Legion of Dawn. If I'm right, this last location should be the one we're hoping for. I'll back you up this time. We can start whenever you're ready. What are the chances that Matthias will spend time writing a paper now?
I mean, pretty good. That's sort of what his job is. He's a fucking researcher. An arcanist, they called him. It's a weird question, Faye. You're weird.
That arcanist you were talking to.
Ah, that is bright.
Sumner, wasn't it?
Oh, is there anything that they want us to do over there? No, there's just conversations. Okay, so we got whatever the fuck Yarrow wants. We were fucking around with this earlier, and we do not need to fuck around with it further. Just seeing, you know? Just seeing what we could do. The answer is, I don't know, not much. Let's get back over to our thing. So... I don't know about this. It's fine, like there's nothing wrong with it, but it's also not terribly appealing. I would probably rather have something that is guaranteed to pierce armor. We can fuck around with this for a little bit more. We know what the flamethrower is. The Venom Spitter is just an acid version of the flamethrower. Nothing to write home about there. Slap that on there. Great. And we know about the lightning coil at this point too. We know what it does. We know how it behaves. The unfortunate part of this is that, like, outside of a couple of distinct drops, we don't have much in the way of things that prime stuff for the fucking Colossus. We have a few. You know, the firewall mortar does, but outside of that, We can also scrap that for parts and fucking make a new one later. Okay, great. Okay, great. These are the things we got when we spent things at the tombs. Which I suppose will also be more interesting, better when we actually get to cap, and it's of the appropriate level. We should have also... Okay, I guess not. Fist of Straw, Insult and Injury. Truth of Tarsus. Yeah. So, for whatever reason, just does not show up. I don't know if it's bugged or what. But I went through and I attempted to unlock a shotgun of this rarity. I've got it on the other thing, it just didn't unlock. And frankly, I ain't interested in trying again. Yeah, let's see. Weapons. Shotguns. Yeah, it's just stuck at 9 out of 10. I've completed it like 3 or 4 times. It just does not recognize it. Okie doke. Despite fucking challenges supposedly being shared. I suppose you could just lie and like not have your product work. Just say it does. And then ignore anyone that says, hey, no, it doesn't. While you furiously attempt to retool die rolls. And try desperately to figure out how it is that you can take the existing choices and lock them into specific paths and tell everyone that you did something new when, no, you didn't. You absolutely did not. Not even kinda. That's when they unlock new javelins at 2, 8, 16, and 26. So eventually you unlock all of them if it's your first time through the campaign, but you get 2 to fuck around with for a while, and then 3. And you get your last one way towards the end, when it kind of doesn't matter anymore. Alright, we're here. Same as it ever was.
Outlaws are taking items from freelancers' memorials. Go and get it all back.
The absolute fuckers. Seems similar to the last one, right? Those outlaws always be grave robbing.
The stolen gear is likely nearby. Search for it.
Okay.
Good start.
And... Yep, you know. It's happening. It's Anthem.
I had no idea there were this many of them around here.
Yeah, I mean, they do have a sizable population for a group that's supposed to be struggling, right? How do they wind up with so many people? What exactly is it that gets you exiled? Are these then generational exiles? Are they not allowed back into the city? What's the fucking story with this? Is it this box? Okay, it's this box.
One down, keep going.
Our support gear this time is a shield pulse, which is what it sounds like. I press Z, and this happens. And now everyone's shield gets restored. For us, our shield is this. For other javelins, they have just an always-on overshield, you know, a blue bar of health. That regenerates at a set rate, and so on and so forth.
The area's clear.
Okay, that's done. Ah, good, good. Now that you've finished, new work.
Why it is that this doesn't have it is kind of strange. Like, it should probably have the blue bar, the green bar, plus this, right?
Okay.
To really emphasize that it shrugs off a ton of punishment. Make it a little bit more distinct. A little more desirable than the other ones in a specific capacity. Again, not that the other ones should then be made worse. They shouldn't. They should stay pretty much as they are. It's just that, you know, it's that whole define it by its advantages thing. But, you know, what the fuck would that even be, right? It's just, the only way to balance things is to make stuff worse. The only performance is over-performance. And the only adjustments you can make is not to fundamentals, but to fucking stat multipliers and shit, because that's easier. You don't want to work too hard on it. I'll correct that. You don't want to think too hard on it. Got nothing to do with the amount of effort or man hours. It's got everything to do with brains being bad.
Oh, I see. Yuck.
Okay, great.
Sentinels out of those webs.
Yeah, he's free.
I'll take care of it.
Sure.
That's one.
It's actually 2. Confirmed. Yarrow can't count.
Very close.
We did it. They're free. And now we have to kill the bugs. They're bad.
Good job. The Sentinels can fight back. Help them clear away the monsters.
Something that I was noticing as I'm kind of, you know, doing my pre-production for this Titanfall 2 thing that we're gonna do coming up, is how little texture the javelins themselves have, and let me explain that. This goes beyond just my complaints with how it is they behave.
Please watch my.
As separate
Just keep coming.
classes, this is more in how they move. There's not much difference between them, and then on top of that, like, this feels real light on its feet, doesn't it? This is supposed to be the big heavy one. I don't, there's no heft to the steps, and that's not to say it has to be slow. It just, we don't get any additional sound effects or anything. About the only thing that they do is they say, well, I don't have a dodge.
Several reports.
Which, I guess, but
You need to find.
Understood. I'm on it.
why would that be? I do have this enormous fucking rocket booster on my back, which is angled to propel me forward in a charge, right? So I can do it this way, and then instead of simply holding down sprint and running into things to charge, what if we made that a more complex mechanic, and we said that the dodge meter can be expended to kind of catapult me forward and really hit with some impact, so it is a charge and not just me running around with my arm in front of my face. Because, like, a charge is something you have to commit to. I don't have to commit to shit doing this. Like, here we go. It's not the same as just throwing the whole mass and propulsive energy that this thing has into something. Like, you know, there's another idea. It's free. Telling you, BioWare, I'm cheap. 60 grand a year. You can even give that specific draw in and knock back properties, you know, like a fucking like an augment for the Titan thing here. Not Titan, Colossus. A big boy. we're just trading synonyms at this point. And have it be like a vortex crash or whatever the fuck it is that you want to call it.
See if you can follow it.
You charge and the shield draws things in, and then your momentum pounds them, and it fucking kind of takes you and a bunch of enemies forward in this big old like kinetic cascade. But that would mean that your physics engine would have to work, and the game wouldn't lock up every 10 seconds because it rained out or whatever the fuck. Because it's doing the rain thing right now. We got particles and shit blowing, but no like real trouble. We'll have it later, and it'll be completely bright and sunny with no extra effects happening. I'm sure.
We found it. The creature is out of control.
Oh no!
Here now.
Shit. But yeah, so like with this charge mechanic that I'm now just spitballing, we could have the gauge be something that takes a long time to build up fully but can be expended at any percentage. So that if you're expending the entire gauge, the longer that you charge at something, the higher a damage multiplier happens to be, because you know you are gaining momentum through your acceleration. I don't know why that puts a bleed on it. Like, that doesn't make sense. Anyway.
Unbelievable.
It's not that crazy. What the fuck was that? Oh, I like tripped on a rock. Oh. But you know, a short charge means that you can, like, you're done faster, so you can reorient if you miss. That sort of thing, you know. Help the player fucking set their own pace, decide what's appropriate, allow for mastery. Can't do that, though. That would be thinking too hard. And we wait, and we wait. And of course, you know, this is just based on shit that I've seen in other games. That's always fucking alarming to me, like how many people wind up working on games that have played none. And that sort of seems to be the case with a lot of BioWare people. Like, you would swear they've never seen a video game before in their lives. Come to think of it, the Bless Online crew as well, you know, claiming that they're delivering something revolutionary and never before seen in MMO gaming. And then you play it, and, nah, I've seen all of that before, fam. In fact, everybody has. Musical keeps for guild versus guild PvP? How novel. Truly, you're visionaries.
But why would they build the Fortress of Dawn and not live there?
Great question. The volume of Tarsus is not clear on that reasoning. Yeah, it seems stupid, doesn't it?
Freelancer, I got news. Could be very bad.
Let's hear it.
You remember Freelancer Diggs? That strider full of Arcanists?
Damaged cargo bay door, right?
That's the one. They never arrived in Fort Tarsis.
What do you mean?
I'm telling you, I don't know. We need to find out what happened to them. I'll keep trying to reach Freelancer Diggs.
Got it.
Those people, they're counting on us. You hear me?
I hear you.
Okay. Yarrow seems to think that without this fucking core of, like, private contractors, there's no future beyond the wall, no plans, no civilization, only rough survival. I feel like, listen, the gig economy fucking sucks. It's no good for really anyone, except for the corporations that directly profit from not having to insure their workers or train them or perform background checks or any of that shit. Those guys benefit. But, like, I don't think... If a society is entirely dependent on gig workers, like this one says it is, then we're kind of fucked. In we go. Because look at that. Diggs never showed up. A real stunning turn of events, I know. He seemed like such a trustworthy guy. Because I know that when... If I'm asked what my name is, I go... Shuck? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Shuck. And everyone trusts me. And now we wait. Experience points are shared when you play with others. It's fucking explaining to me how experience points work.
Any word yet on that missing Strider?
No. Nothing.
Freelancer Diggs was confident they could make it.
Get back to where we last saw it. Track it down.
On my way.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Well, we know they're not there.
Not be hard to track down a Strider.
I'll do a sweep.
With the size of the fucking things, don't you think we'd be able to just, like, spot them from the air? This machine can fly, I'm just saying. There. Do you have more? Cool, great, nice doing business with you. What is this?
Found the tracks. Heading out.
That's...
Don't see anything strange.
That's the tracks? Like one broken branch? It's not like a big fucking footprint from this thing sinking in the mud. No, I'm gonna track it like it's a deer. It snapped some twigs.
No signs of battle. And no word.
Like that's the Strider there. It's enormous.
There are a lot of old abandoned Striders out here.
Agreed. For scavenging.
Looks like
Shit. Just shit. Gimme. Cargo manifest Skystone is the fucking stuff for building the fort.
Wait, look! That's it! That is our missing Strider.
pieces everywhere.
Yet I see no signs of it.
Oh, this. Okay.
Back at the ambush site.
Yeah, like,
Scavenged by
this is just the leg. I don't even see the fucking foot.
Carter, they all came down.
Yes, empty. No sign of the Arcanists. Search the area.
On it.
Ah, I see. The
Oh.
Stars hold their prizes up a cliff over here. If we are lucky, where we find the parts, we find the Arcanists.
Why would you drag him way the fuck up there? That seems crazy. Well, I just wanged my head on it. What are you doing? What are you doing? There, hover. No, hover. Why did it stop hovering?
Back on their trail.
Scars. No doubt about it.
Oh, you guys already broke out, huh?
I see it. It's the Arcanists.
Yeah, they already broke out. They're wandering around.
Not safe.
Right. Scars first.
There will be many scars here, but not enough to overpower a strider without firing a shot.
I don't see how they would overpower a strider, period. The strider's got to have way heavier armor than I've got. Look at the size of it. And they can't overpower me, so how
So many scars.
do they ever, you know?
You see one, you know 10 are not far.
Alright, in we go.
We can stop them.
Yet we can't let them gain a foothold.
I don't think so. It's not faster than we can stop them.
Okay, that should be it.
See?
Let's get those Arcanists safe.
These guys don't need me. They are already out. They just left. Here, we'll do it symbolically.
Please, get out of here.
Where's your freelancer?
Freelancer Kalish is dead. Killed by outlaws.
Freelancer Kalish. What about Diggs?
There you go. You're okay.
What happened?
We were captured. Sold to this monstrous scar.
Okay.
You have to stop him.
We will.
Yarrow, you got anything for me to follow?
Maybe. A weak signal. Very close.
Those feet jets are bugging me. Like, there's no way that they wouldn't get clogged. Just put them, just fucking put the jets on the ankles if you have to have something on the feet.
Keep following the signal markers. We're getting close. That prisoner said, Freelancer Kalish.
Yeah. Who's Kalish? And where's Diggs?
Better question, who is Diggs?
We're only just now asking this. We didn't, like, check his ID or nothing when we met him. We have actual psychics working for us. We didn't just check. Because that's how Anthem functions. That's got it. Okay. More of them this way. It's very exciting. We're the melee master. And that's how we get into the next spot of this. Give me this.
Bet we find out what happened to the Strider down there.
And give me this. Okay, good. Well, our ammo's full. We're gonna go in here. I mean, she's saying that it bursts into a bunch of little insects that make a new scar. I don't think that's true.
Something here is giving off a signal. It has to be something from our missing strider.
Because we don't actually see that happening. We just see him fucking die. Maybe that was the plan. Maybe it's supposed to be like, oh, see, look at how crazy she is about scars.
Stolen cargo. Look for a black. They claim outlaws killed their freelancer and sold them to the scars.
You think Diggs is somehow involved in all this?
If so, he is no freelancer.
Yeah, imagine. Like, who the fuck wouldn't check the IDs, though?
It's being bought and sold, huh?
Yes, very bad business.
Yeah, you got more? That's fine, I'm willing to do this. You know what? Here.
Monstrous scar down.
Finally. That's what you
get for
I can't cause a cave-in and kill us all.
Did you get anything from the black box?
It's just not something I can do.
You there?
The Strider was attacked by outlaws, not scars.
We knew that, right?
Yeah.
The original freelancer Kalish was killed. The Arcanists were captured, and then sold.
And Dix?
He's an outlaw, using a stolen suit to masquerade as a freelancer. You come back, my friend. We will find this imposter. You hear me?
Oh, I hear you.
Okay, we're getting to the bottom of Freelancer Diggs. Who is not Freelancer Diggs? In case that wasn't obvious from the get-go. I don't know why they call these things Ursics. They don't look like bears to me. They look like gorilla bats. With like 4 eyes. Maybe or like a gorilla mole with that nose. It's a very strange nose to assign a bear quality to. Okay. Yeah, sick. These start fires, so yeah, I guess we'll fuck around with one of those and unlock more bits. It's the melee thing, which again, I'll remind you, was not a thing at launch. You just had a melee attack. It's assigned a fixed value, and that was that. And okay, we did it. We got here, we can re-equip stuff. We can follow up with Yarrow first, let's do that. So that we can wrap up his quest line and then do the main story thing, which will trigger the rest of it. Because it's a video game, and that's how video games work. God forbid they just let you pursue one of these to completion if you want to.
Diggs is an outlaw, a damn outlaw, and we helped him do his work.
The Arcanists we found are doing okay?
Yes, they're safe. I fear they won't be counting on freelancers anytime soon.
That's understandable.
Just when we were making progress, you know?
What do we know about this Dix guy?
Not much. Had to be behind those outlaws at the graves.
I remember that a bunch of freelancer links were missing.
That's right. He could learn about contracts from those. Maybe a lot more. Coward. He knows nothing about the damage he's doing.
We need to watch for anything that Diggs might consider a target.
Truth. Meanwhile, you must continue your work. It's more important than ever.
And there we go. We are side quest locked for the time being. And so, we have nothing left to do but the main story. We duck around these people in increasingly stupid headgear. We gotta do this first. Almost forgot. We wouldn't want to forget these things.
Okay, what's up next?
This is what I'm doing next. Okay. We got that. That's done. There's really not much else to shove in there right now, is there? Maybe there'll be more stuff later. For right now, we could do this. This explodes. That's kind of nice. Great. We've done it again. What? That's currently equipped to me. It's not new. Okay, good. Thank you. Or are you just telling me that I could equip one that's one rank better? Sick news, Brev, thanks. Okay. Okay. Yep. That's the one. The tomb of General Tarsus. And like I said, don't get too excited. We are never going to possess the Javelin of Dawn. Someone will. And they'll do nothing with it. It amounts to fuck all. My plan, when I was playing this the first time, was, great, so we find it, we take it apart, we find out what makes it tick, and we replicate it. But, you know, well, you'll see. You'll see. I will say that nothing really amounts to anything, though. This all winds up just being a thing that happened, I guess. And it resolves nothing. Oop. Kinda, Faye, kinda.
It's just like falling off a wall. You'll remember how it's done, no problem.
That's not what you're supposed to do with walls. Sending you the location now. Shall we? Owen, do you want to think in on this?
No, and you've heard what they say about ciphers. One's a party, two's a crowd.
That's not how that saying goes.
Oh,
Right, I'll just hit the amplifier then.
We doing this mission or what?
where are we going?
The tomb.
I mean, fucking maybe.
Wait, really?
We'll see.
Herself?
According to Zim, it is.
I'm hoping we find her javelin buried with her. The Javelin of Dawn. You know the story of General Tarsus and the mountain.
That's a children's tale. She fights a storm monster and steals his voice to make a sword.
Yes, but you have to admit, the Heart of Rage is a monster.
Fair point.
And steals his voice to make us. Why did they write it down that way? Like, these are people who built fucking robotic armor. This was a society that was technologically advanced. Who the fuck wrote these things down this way? Anyway, you know.
Getting close to the tomb.
You really think the monster General Tarsus...
Like we said, this is
I can't wait to find out.
going real well. We have the same particles happening as before, but now the map is bad. It's bad and evil, and it can't work any better than this. No siree. Oh, excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, okay. Well, let me see something real quick. Just real quick, just for curiosity's sake. No, we're at 44 minutes. Hadn't even been an hour yet. Oh, the witch was wondering what's going on. The performance was just like real shit for a moment or two. And I was wondering, have we even made it to an hour before the game has decided to reject itself? No. Yeah. It's better for the time being. Who knows? They call it the Haven. Life take turn. Fucking.
We're inside?
Yeah, life finds a way. Thanks.
Look at this place.
Great. I've got Hallett practically climbing my amplifier to watch.
You think this is really it? The General's tomb?
Let's find out.
Be careful. Just because humans couldn't find the tomb all these years doesn't mean it's empty.
Uh-huh. Legion symbolism. They are believed to be insignia from Legionnaire squadrons. Okay. They're extremely basic shapes for that. Ah! The performance. Okay. Great. We got some points. I feel like we've discovered more, you know? Yeah, we're continuing to work really well.
Yes. There must be a nest.
There won't be for long.
I'm wondering how far back this will set me if I just kill the program here and attempt the restart. We'll carry on a little bit further and see what it attempts to do. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just attempt the restart, right? Let's try that. We'll send us here. We'll exit Anthem. We'll see what it does. It's like a hop, skip, and a jump right on over to where we were anyway. Just do this unfortunately necessary maintenance before we get too deep in and it becomes a hassle. Well, more of a hassle than it is anyway. And of course now we have to force the program to quit, because why would it, you know, close reliably? Why would it do that? You know, why program your game to function? And we wait, and we wait, and we wait. Because somewhere, Anthem is hiding. There it is. I found you. I always do. Alright. There we go. That has been killed. I will be right back. Okay, I've gotten some water. I sat back down. I've had a breath of fresh air. I have sworn about Anthem to myself and to anything out there that's listening. I'm not particular. We're gonna start it back up. We are going to get through the tomb of General Tarsus. I swear, it's like it knows what I'm doing. It knows that what I'm doing is preserving an image, an archive of its past mistakes that are going to inform its future mistakes, so that I can just cast this super harsh light on it in casual conversation and further alienate my incredibly small group of friends who will be begging me to just shut up, but I won't. Bloody footprints from these things. Oh boy. If everything in this fucking ecosystem is predatory, then like how is there an ecosystem? You know? Like, what's converting the plant matter into energy? Like, usable biological energy for the predators. I don't know, BioWare, maybe fucking read a book once in your lives. I hate this. I hate everything about it. Everything about this setting is dog shit. And they did it so bad, you know? They just did it so bad. Okay, Yarrow has dialogue, but I don't care. Someone over here has dialogue, let's see who they are. What, Halleck? You don't have anything else to say? We're gonna relaunch our expedition. It looks like Matthias and maybe Bryn has a conversation to have. Yeah, sure. Cobblestone is a killer.
Hey, Bryn. What are you up to?
No, Freelancer, I didn't hear you come up. With our beacons back up, I can track the scars around the fort again. The Arcanists seem happy with the info they're getting, too.
Info that can help with our scar problem?
Eventually, maybe. Quite a lot, but not now. Later.
Eventually, maybe? I've never heard you so apathetic about killing scars.
No, it's a... I mean... But you've been helpful and deserve an explanation. If you want one.
Well, thank you, Bryn. That's good of you.
I know. You're welcome.
Slow and steady.
I only know part of what the Arcanists have learned. But they say, one day, it could help to eliminate the scars entirely. Anyway, this means we have more work ahead of us.
You and I have made a solid team so far.
Keep it up, and my superiors might actually give me permission next time.
Won't be easy, but we can do this.
I'm starting to realize you don't back down from a fight.
It's a personal rule of mine. That and never eat braised rabbit before bed.
Fair.
Okay then. Bryn, that's genocide. Anyway. I don't think she cares. I don't think our character cares. I don't think BioWare cares.
I just don't think earwax should be that color, is all I say.
It's one thing to fight a war. It's another thing to protect your own supply lines. And then it's several leagues of distance between protecting yourselves, fighting a war, and then genocide. But you know, fuck it. We just get rid of them altogether. Hot damn. Only good bug is a dead bug. pile of rocks that can hunt for the Anrasar. Words mean things. I said this before, it doesn't look like a sore. It's not saurian. It's a fucking crab. Just... You know, fuck. Whoever wrote this is assuming malice from a creature that doesn't seem to do anything that even resembles communication, so I don't know. Who knows how complex the brain of them is? Who knows if they have language or calls or what their social structure happens to be among themselves? Who knows? Who knows? No one thinks about this when they design creatures. Or if they think about it, no one capable of implementing it puts it in the fucking game so that people can see it.
It's like falling off a wall. You'll remember how it's done, no problem.
Alrighty.
Not what you're supposed to do with walls. Sending you the location now.
Is it charming the second time?
Shall we? Owen, do you want to link in on this?
No, you've heard what they say about ciphers. One's a party, two's a crowd.
That's not how that saying goes.
Oh, and
Right, I'll just hit the amplifier then.
We doing this mission or what?
where are we going?
The tomb of General Tarsis.
Wait, really? Tarsis herself?
According to Zim, it is.
I'm hoping we find her javelin buried with her. The Javelin of Dawn. You know the story of General Tarsis in the mountain.
That's a children's tale. She fights a storm monster and steals his voice to make a sword.
Yes, but you have to admit, the Heart of Rage is a monster.
Fair point.
You should be getting close to the tomb.
You really think the monster General Tarsis fought is a cenotaph?
Honestly, I can't wait to find out. Picking up Dominion chatter in the area. Watch your back.
Okay. They weren't a problem when I just zipped in there before, so I don't imagine they're going to be an issue now. Yep. Okay.
Great. I've got Halleck practically.
Also, we got to look at this place in this dark fucking hallway.
Let's find
Oh
out.
man, look at this.
Just because
Yeah.
it's gonna find the tomb will be
Rocks.
It's empty.
Fucking totally cool. Can you believe that they got rocks in here? Alright, so it's saved that we picked up that thing, but it gave us a treasure chest, so that's fun. Right? Treasure chests are fun. Mystery boxes and lock boxes and all that shit.
Scorpions. There must be a nest.
There won't be for long.
Still performance hits in here. Not as bad as it was, but still. We see our goal is again vague. We don't know how quickly we're progressing through this. It's just defeat scorpions. I guess they're defeated now. Until we go further inside.
Talk to me, Faye. How do I get this door open?
The control mechanism must be inside this room. Take another look around for me.
So, it's one of those combinations then, right? How about the one that's uncovered first?
That's the control for the lock. See what you can do with it. That's it.
You know, I think mourners
Stunning.
are gathered in this room. There should be an honor guard. At least 4 Lancers. Standing over there.
No one here now.
There's us. Right by the general in there, Lancer.
I mean, what? Mourners would have gathered in this room. How do you fucking know that? Just stop. Just stop. There should be an honor guard of at least 4 Lancers. Why? Why? What? According to what? Why am I only just hearing about this now, if it's a thing? Get me. And besides, it looks like there's a whole lot of people buried here. Of Antium Pass. Yeah. So, like, they were buried with General Tarsus, okay. All of them, though? We fucking worked out this big old stone mausoleum. Over what kind of time scale? What was this place before it was a mausoleum?
More scorpions? Damn it! Clean out these pests!
How many are nesting in here? All of them?
I mean, who cares? We just, it's fine. That's what the fire fist does. It's the same as the other one, it's just fire instead. Alright, we've done it again. It's probably gonna make us solve another door. Yep.
The Legion sealed this place up.
Of course they did. They were protecting their leader's resting place.
Okay, so we have a single star and what else? Honestly, we could just brute force it, right? There's 2 fucking pedestals. So, which one of these has the single star on it? Okay. And then we'll spin this one around and then we'll try it the other way. Never mind, we did it. Once again, our intellect unsurpassed. No one could have solved these puzzles except us, lost things. Alright. Yeah, they might be directly by it. Who was this made for? What kind of Playmobil ass shit is this? If this is all you've got for the puzzle, just fucking don't, you know? Just don't include it. You don't have to. You just open the fucking door, because this isn't anything. Alright, so we got this. And then we got, what, so a star. Yes. And then, is it just another one over here? I mean, again, it doesn't matter. We can just brute force it. We have the one. It's fucking 2 of these, you know? Okay, so it looks like the star bit here is what goes there. And then we'll just spin this. There we go.
The door's opening.
Nice work.
Oh, the other one was there. Walked right past it, didn't matter.
Faye? No sign of a javelin, but I think we just found General Tarsus.
He marked her grave with her signet. A lancer to the end.
Okay, why did they do that? Yeah, get the twiddly fingers up.
It could open the Fortress of Dawn.
Faye, we have a complication.
He's a cipher projection, a strong one.
Hello again, Freelancer. Happy to see you.
What do you want?
Same as you. I want her javelin. The one that conquered the Heart of Rage.
Why? Are you a history buff?
Someone's got to inherit what she left behind. I deserve to carry on her legacy.
He's stalling. We can use that. Keep him talking while I break into Dominion communications.
You think you're the next General Tarsus? I had no idea the Dominion was that delusional.
We don't need to be enemies, Freelancer. You think I even give one damn about the Cenotaph or the Heart of Rage? All I want is the anthem of creation. Imagine all the good that we could do. We decide what's best for the world. The power of pure creation at our fingertips. More important than General Tarsus.
What happens to the people of Bastion matters more to me.
If they're so damn precious to you, have them. Just give me the Javelin of Dawn. One rusty old javelin in exchange for all those lives. That's generous, don't you think?
He's trying to trace your location. I'm picking up Dominion soldiers in the area.
No, there is no Javelin. Get glitched.
That's the worst line in this entire fucking travesty. Get glitched. Just, again, just don't include it. Just don't.
Forces are already in the tomb.
It would be...
You can't lose the signet.
If there's any point in time where it can be argued that it would be better if you did nothing, just fucking do nothing. So much of this dialogue and so much of this game design is the equivalent of, like, conversationally just trying to fill the air.
Will you be alright? I can call the fort, but help will take time to arrive.
Okay.
Fort Tarsus will get here in time. We're on our...
It's fine, I got it. They're not a big deal. How about that as well, story writers? How about you don't, try to tell me what a big problem this is and in fact make it a big problem? Or, if I have overcome your bullshit, you're going to have to sacrifice pieces of your heavy quotes, your vision, and just admit that it hasn't gone the way that you wanted. Like, some humility would be appreciated. I brought up Metro before with people surrendering after I've mulched their friends. That's an excellent fucking feature to have. These guys probably should just break it off after they're like, what happened? Well, they wiped out the squad that went in to go get them. Oh. Well, we don't have anything better as far as equipment is concerned, so we should probably bounce and just report the location, right? And like, it just... I don't know. There's such a sharp divide between what ought to happen in my head and what does happen that I frequently wonder if I'm just missing something, and that's really what led me to spend the time on Anthem that I did and am right now, just trying to see, like, what the fuck exactly am I supposed to see in this? And is it possible that this team of professionals is that inept? But, you know, what's more likely? That I'm not getting it? Or that everyone involved here was a paste eater?
Outside. They don't give up, do they?
And so I come back and I try to just assess, you know? That's why we're doing the fresh playthrough, and I'm not just doing like a one-shot video to showcase the javelins and the systems, because we could run that down pretty quickly. I can't even figure out what it is the people behind it saw in this. This isn't something that I would turn in as a first draft in fucking college coursework. Again, you know, speaking of the story and the systems element, not of the modeling and artwork, these guys did stuff. Yeah, they did it. Rock looks aged, machine looked dirty. It animates. Model good. It's just everything else around it that happens to be the problem. Perform feats to earn experience points and level up your pilot. The feats are those little mini achievements, like Melee Master for 50 fucking experience.
Directions to meet us.
On my way.
Sure. You know, sure.
Hey, when you said there was Dominion outside, did you mean all the Dominion?
Just run.
Oh my god.
Fast.
This is like fucking 4 dudes. Who cares? Like check this out. Check him out. He's just about done. He's had it. That guy's fucked. Did you mean all the Dominion? Were you supposed to spawn more there? Who wrote that part? Why didn't they ask what was going on? Here's some fucking turrets, I guess. When did they set those up? They weren't here when we left. They're also completely useless. You would figure, for all that fanfare, I wouldn't be able to just do this. Take a refreshing dip, because there's always time for self-care. And then we continue into Honor Valley. I can feel the honor. You know, they built that with honor.
I'm getting really sick of that guy.
It was close. It was not close.
I expected dangerous wildlife. Maybe scars.
This is the second time I've run into the Monitor. I think I'd actually prefer an R6.
Our character would prefer an R6. I'm pretty ambivalent on it. Doesn't really matter.
I'm back.
Yeah, hi.
With the Signet even.
Good work. Let's get you inside.
Okay. Happy birthday. The fuck are they talking about? Whatever. It's gone. It's the bloody footprints for the little fucking lizards again. It's the didgeridoo again. Expedition complete. But look at all the things we achieved. Oh my god, our play style, the Alliance tier, all this trash. Okay, bye. And now more loading. After these stunning revelations, we've really made progress on our quest. We found a doodad that we can use to something. Because the coffin opened.
Up to the cockpit, unlock the control panel down.
Amplifier is secure.
Check the breakers.
Done. Got him when I came in.
Well, I guess you're good for something. Besides getting the monitor on our trail.
Wait, seriously?
That's hilarious, mate, because... the cockpit is secure.
This job is hard enough without looking over our shoulders the whole time.
I'm not taking the blame for this. The monitor was chasing you, not me.
And without us, you wouldn't have found the General's signet?
Admit it. You needed me. You still need me.
Need you. I don't need anyone.
Save it. We have more important things to discuss. The Monitor is after the Anthem.
Faye.
People think the Dominion are after the Cenotaph power, but the Cenotaph is nothing. The Anthem of Creation is everything. To control it is everything.
Okay, but what could he even do with it?
What could he do with the power of life and death, creation and destruction?
He would be a god.
Faye, even if the Anthem can do all that, it's not like there's a manual.
No one can control the Anthem. The Shapers couldn't, the Dominion can't.
Listen to me! He's heard it. I know he has. It's in his voice. I can just... feel it. He won't stop. He'll never stop unless he figures it out. I know he won't.
Okay, you know what? One thing I think we can all agree on is it's getting pretty dangerous out there, right? And since Faye has the whole cipher thing under control, why don't I watch your backs from the field?
Oh, and
what about this whole javelin here? Look, I can pilot this.
No. That's mine. Custom built. You couldn't even walk in it.
Bro, I could
No! You have no idea what the Heart of Rage can do to a person.
I'll be fine.
Really? Have you ever fought anything out there? Scars, a chimera.
I would learn along the way.
Oh, and remember Princess Dims? The disaster? You almost died.
At least let me try.
You are a cipher. Almost every cipher who's been near that storm has gone mad. We put you on a javelin. Try to reach the cenotaph. You'll get us all killed.
Now isn't the time for this.
Okay. Got it.
Well, crap.
I'll give him some time. He's got to learn for himself what he can and cannot do.
I suppose so.
Listen. You were right.
About what exactly?
If I'm honest, I'm not ready to deal with the Dominion Lancers on my own.
Well, it's not like anybody would be ready for that.
We need you if we're gonna pull this off. So welcome aboard.
Halleck, Thanks.
I'll get the strider moving.
He changed his mind nearly immediately.
Come see me when you're ready.
Okay. Also, I still don't know what Owen's deal is. It's like he forgets how just
What's next?
awful he happened to be, and
10 steps ahead, Faye. Fill me in.
what is context, right?
Task is to unseal the gate. Whatever she knew about the Cenotaph must be inside, along with her javelin.
Will that old suit of armor really get us through the Heart of Rage?
It's our best shot.
What do you want me to do? Just stand in the corner and look pretty again?
Keep an eye out for the monitor.
And if he shows up?
No one can get inside the fortress but us. Whatever turns up, I'll make sure we're ready for it.
Good luck with that.
Owen, hey.
Okay, there he goes again. I don't know why he's here. I don't know why the plot insisted on continuing to include him. I don't know why it insists that I should feel bad for him when he is in fact a danger to himself and everyone around him. You know, resources spent scraping him off the ground may have cost lives at Princess Zim. He's clearly got no real ability to like measure his own capability. He doesn't have that perspective. He's a terribly written character. And of course, we have to. We just have to. It's the Anthem experience. They want you to interact with this, man.
Hello. Good to see you.
You're in a good mood.
It seems I've become a bit of a celebrity. Word's getting round about us. About me and you. Faye and Halleck, blah, blah, blah.
Wait, are you drunk?
Nope. Don't drink. Just reveling in my newfound,
Celebrity?
perspective. Even hope. Although I won't lie, I am enjoying the notoriety. Tarsus finally feels like home.
I have to admit, this sudden turnaround feels... I don't know.
Come on. I haven't always been a miserable bastard.
So you're ready to settle down here?
In fact, I might be. Maybe after our mission. They say hearing the anthem changes a person. So if I do hear it, which I desperately hope to, who knows what the future holds? Faye heard it. Did she change?
If being in the Heart of Rage changed her, I think it was more about casualties than hearing the anthem.
Ah, yes. The cipher with a heart of gold.
I will say, she seems driven to hear it again.
Yes. A kind of desperate yearning. I'm jealous, if I admit it.
Of Faye?
Sure. Let's go with that.
Oh, and you were right there when we found the tomb. And you'll be there when we beat the Monitor. We're a team, okay?
We really are a team. You mean that?
I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it. Things are awkward right now, but we'll figure it out.
So, be patient. You do know who you're talking to. Ah, never mind. It's all good. Onward.
You can be annoying sometimes, you know?
And you're too serious. I'm only having fun.
You know, I'm not looking to replace you. I never would have looked for Faye and Halleck if we didn't need them.
It's circumstances.
Exactly.
And you have to grab those because they may never come again. No, I get it. Thank you.
This is a big deal for us. Saving our people from the Dominion.
The Monitor. He's a powerful guy and terrifying.
Impressive cipher.
Who is his own Lancer, by the way?
I've been waiting for you to mention that.
Haha, you do know me so well.
And yeah, there we go. It continues. It continues. What's our run animation looking like? Just kind of awkward, huh? Kind of like weird waddling steps.
What's going on?
Contract came in from some nervous arcanists. They uncovered a cache of Shaper relics. Such things are valuable to the wrong sort of people.
And they're out there alone?
Okay.
Why didn't they ask for protection before?
Maybe they heard about a freelancer selling arcanists to the Scars.
Diggs and his outlaws. Damn that guy.
He's growing bold. More and more contracts compromised. People are talking. Bad talking. And now this. These relics. They could do some real damage in the wrong hands.
Okay. Well, we'll go deal with that. Is that... okay. Alec, you got more?
Guy, he can do some spooky shit.
Not really.
Okay, since we're in this for real now, I gotta ask. You up for this? Going head to head with him.
I mean, yeah, it's not gonna be a problem.
I wouldn't have agreed to this job if I wasn't. We'll beat him.
Well, you hold on to that confidence. Javelin locks up otherwise. The mental connection to your suit is everything.
Anyone ever fake it?
Nah, plenty of things you fake, especially as you get older. Like waking up to pee 4 times a night in the Strider. No, Faye. Wasn't me who left the toilet seat up. But being a freelancer, you either got it, or you don't. And if you don't, life is just waiting to kick your ass.
That's when things get interesting. When everything's going south.
What I love about being a freelancer, but it's also when people die. Don't forget that.
You're still standing.
Not everyone is. So don't do anything stupid or I'll have to rescue your sorry ass.
Hey, who ate a Manticar's pheromone sac? Oh, right. Me. Bailing you out.
You think? Or maybe it was who got suckered into taking that bite. See you around, kid.
I mean, there's a much bigger deal that we could throw in his face if we wanted to get ruthless about it, but ruthlessness is not something that these people have. It's not a trait they understand, and it's not a thought process they know how to leverage. Faye, what do you got?
Faye, are you busy?
Arden Barker wrote that the Legion of Dawn unleashed the...
Thank you, Pi. Very good.
I'll take that as a yes.
No, you're a welcome distraction. That's the great thing about being a cipher. I can worry about thousands of things simultaneously at speeds no ordinary person could hope to attain.
If you want a distraction, I've got a couple card tricks I've been working on.
Still trying the one where you change an ace into a general?
I'll get it. Eventually.
You said that 2 years ago.
Yes, but remembering it has now taken your mind off our mission.
All right, that's fair.
Why is the inventor of javelin armor worrying you right now?
Not personally. At the moment, anyway. It's the Monitor. I can't stop thinking about the many, many bad outcomes if he gets the anthem.
Okay, I'll bite. What do you see him doing with it?
He could change the world.
That's kind of vague.
Imagine you woke up tomorrow as a Dominion Lancer, and you always had been.
The Monitor could do that?
The anthem could. This isn't good to think about. Maybe we should continue this later.
I mean, that's the kind of worry that you know, then there wasn't a problem. You know, if we wake up tomorrow and we're a Dominion Lancer, and we always had been, well then we always had been. You know, the fight's over. Thinking like that is like, oh, what if he's already done it? Okay. And, like, we're conscious right now in this reality. If he does that, then it's fucking game over and there's nothing we could have done. Shrug. Matthias, anything?
What can Matthias Errol Sumner help you with today?
I just wanted to...
Don't use your full name.
Still alive and very happy about it. I intended to make a drink as thanks for the rescue, but then I remembered being banned from the bar.
You're banned? Why?
For, starting fights. Not proud of it, it just happened. 1 minute someone's mocking Von Blatt's theory of diurnal obsolescence, next minute you got bloody knuckles. You know how it is.
No. I don't.
I don't, actually, know how it is.
Von Blatt's theory is a foundational Arcanist principle. It deserved to be defended.
With your fists.
Like I said, not proud. Growing up in the streets of Helios, you pick up some bad habits. Discourse, dialogue, civility, the Arcanist ways, those I had to learn. Lashing out is instinct.
I didn't know you grew up on the streets.
I don't advertise it.
I mean, this is apparently a common character trait of these people, and I don't know how it is they survive.
You should be proud. You're a survivor. This world needs more Arcanists like you.
Like me? You want more kids orphaned young who have to fend for themselves?
I didn't mean...
I get it. Fewer soft, bookish types, more bloody knuckles and cynicism. You know, I prefer a world where no one gets calluses on their soul.
But that's not the world we live in.
Complete acceptance of the world's failings inhibits the will to change it. And we can change it. Through knowledge, we can make the world better. That's what the Arcanist Order does. That's what I do. Speaking of which, I have some experiments to oversee. No one wants me to blow up and make orphans.
And there we go. His personal motivations for, you know, engaging in science are things that I can get behind.
I once hid in a mound of rotting fungus to avoid one of their patrols.
No, I didn't. That had to smell bad. Yeah, I'd imagine. Anyway, you know, as someone who grows up with the short end of the stick and seeks to use science to fix that, I can get behind that character as a concept. But this irrational response here, coupled with, you know, a tendency towards violence is... like, that's not a quirk. That's shit they send you to counseling for and threaten you with assault charges about, you know, ask me how I know.
Bryn, you've gotten even more plants.
Why, yes. Thank you for noticing. I was keeping them in the barracks, but I was told that was a waste of equipment space.
Nothing wrong with trying to brighten up Sentinel HQ.
I tried the morale boost argument. It didn't go well.
Isn't growing all these a lot of work?
Oh, you have no idea. The watering schedules alone. And I have to stop people from stealing them to impress their dates.
Stealing? From you?
All the time.
Your dates must be impressed with this, though.
Oh, no, I don't date. It's not my thing.
Gotcha. Thanks for telling me about your gardening, Bryn.
I admit, it's nice to have someone actually inquire. I mean, you usually do, about everything. But still nice.
I don't know, I think the morale boost argument is pretty solid. I would like these around if I'm, you know, fucking fixing my cop armor after a day of being powered armor cop. Probably make the barracks and shit smell better too. Oh good. Is it another shop? No, it's a safety meeting. Fucking safety meeting poster. Give me that. Fashion club. We don't get to change our clothes. Anyway, like normal body armor gets a smell to it after a time. You know, you gotta wash it, at least the carrier, pretty regularly. So I can't imagine that the sealed, airtight armor like this, even with temperature control, wouldn't get fucking rank just being a tin can full of dude soup for as long as it is. It's Johnny, she's back.
Hey, look who it is.
Hey, Johnny.
Sounds like things are really happening for you.
Yeah.
Amazing. I hear the Bard is already writing stories about you. And you're not even dead.
You know that I have to share the credit. A freelancer is better with a team. And I have Faye and Halleck. And Owen.
The whole fort seems like it's buzzing. You must feel proud.
What, of the fort?
It's bustling. All the bustling? That's you. Decent food and weird stuff for sale again? Feels brighter, it doesn't smell? That's you.
I'm not responsible for the smell.
Well, no. But you're dealing with the scars and helping the Arcanists, which makes the Sentinels less cranky. Freelancers are gathering here again. They're coming from enclaves across Bastion.
I hope that's true. Even if it's not, it's nice to hear.
I wasn't trying to be nice. I was trying to be amazing.
Then you succeeded.
Thanks, friend.
Say, you know Freelancer Yarrow, right?
Yeah. No. We don't really talk anymore.
Oh, okay.
Well, you should get back to your adventures.
Thanks for the talk, Johnny. Thanks for pointing out the good things.
You're welcome. Weird how sometimes it takes just one person to change the world.
Okay. Johnny, you may have overstated it. Which is what I would say if this were an actual setting. But it's not, it's a BioWare game, so we literally did. Our reputation goes up and therefore everything else clicks into place. That's how it works. BioWare. In we go. We got tempting target. We're gonna go do our thing with Yarrow. It's the Grabbits again. And we wait. Maybe you've got, you know, a little bit of comfort coming your way from Timon Batroc there. Maybe it's fun to read his things. I didn't find them charming or interesting.
Arcanists have discovered some Shaper fragments.
And we're assuming Diggs will make a play for them.
Very likely, selling fragments is big business. Scars, other outlaw groups, maybe even the Dominion.
Pi, they're out there, Ben. They are. There's nothing I can do about any of that. It's just how the game functions. There's scars and outlaw groups. There are. Anyway, you know, the whole fucking shtick of like, oh, this guy's afraid of everything. Is it fucking... When you're telling a joke, you have to have a punchline. Someone has to be truly, truly, truly bizarre to get away with a "hey, get a load of this guy" cam. But you know, someone who's just afraid of all animals is like, yeah, I get it. You have some sort of non-specific phobia. Cool. Bye.
Take care of that first.
Way ahead of you.
There we go. More outlaws and more outlaws and more outlaws. Is this an entertaining type of enemy yet? Or have any of them been good?
This place is pretty torn up.
Yeah, there we go. Just pop that. Okay, good. And so that's them? Yeah, that's them. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe more javelin on javelin combat would have been better. We see them with like really, really low frequency. It's still telling me to eliminate hostiles. Okay, there we go.
Looks like we bought ourselves some time. Hello? Anybody here? A lot of Shaper stuff around here. No wonder the Arcanists were interested.
There. Alright. Now it's working. It just forgot to do stuff for a moment, or I completed it too fast. Sometimes that happens too.
A few pages of a journal here.
Something at least. Keep looking.
But yeah, just more imaginative enemies in general would have been good. More than like 2 kinds of wildlife, perhaps. Some kind of.
More journal pages. Drawings, notes, that kind of thing.
I had already mentioned like ambulatory plants or like a fucking land-based bivalve or. Just get real fucking whack with it. And we could also do the same with, you know, human ingenuity. We have these turrets that are pretty bland and mundane, and I'm going, well, what about one that sits at about waist height and works like a flamethrower sprinkler or something like that?
They can close those Shaper doors like they said.
Maybe extend some of these weapon types that we have with the javelins to the outlaws. One of these assault cannons on like a pintle mount. I think it had wings. Something in the energy flashes was coming at them. Oh man, someone had ripped open reality. There's fire and wings. It was probably a wyvern. Open, please. Open, please. Thank you. The Bane engine.
Okay, I'm in.
Careful now. We don't know what Shaper nonsense is in here.
Or some sort of way that they devised to lock down the javelin itself. Something to stun the player while they line up. Basically like an angle grinder or a real powerful drill. Mounted on one of their other suits, a pile bunker maybe, something like that.
Okay, outlaws are locked in here as well.
Careful.
Just something to cause minimal damage to the shell, but kill the pilot so you get the most salvage.
Don't see any Arcanists. Well, that's good. Make sure we leave no threat behind. You hear me?
I hear you.
The pile bunker could be wielded by dudes in like ramshackle, half put together javelin suits, just enough to support the weight of it, and maybe one working arm to fucking use the pile bunker itself. I don't know. I'm fucking just anything. Like, even that's not the greatest of enemy designs, but it's another one, rather than ineffective small arms fire idiot. Guy who sits on his knee to fire an LMG.
I've never seen
A rocket launcher.
Things must be getting popular. Adding to his ranks. We have to...
Stop him. I know.
Outlaws tend to rely on firepower and brute force.
Do they? Is it... really? That's what we're fucking calling this? Really? Firepower and brute force. They don't have either of those things, though.
Use the pillars. Stay moving.
I'm fine. I'm trying to level my thing. Look, my fucking life bar's barely budged. Just the whole time.
Agreed. Now, get moving. We need to find those Arcanists.
Okay. So we're doing this. We gotta collect these bits.
We know what to do here.
Yeah, we do. At least the game has acknowledged that. See, BioWare, you did it. At least once. You just went, oh, echoes, you know what to do with that. Yep.
Trapped when the Arcanists sealed up this place. This is a little good and a little bad.
Well, then there's going to be a secondary lock. It's going to be color-coded. I remember. Touch. Hi, that's how it's going to go, man. Okay? We want yellow and we want purple.
What's all this?
Looks like those Arcanists found ways to slow down the outlaws. This is very good. I mean, be careful. Traps could kill you too.
Yeah, I got that.
There we go. No. Yeah, that looks like it. It's like a yellow-green. Anyway, up we go.
They have to be behind this door. I hope they got here ahead of the outlaws.
Locking this place down bought the Arcanists some time.
Yeah. Okay, let's get this figured out.
We got it. You just look at where it is they've put their projections. And this would be a fun one to bring, like, Matthias in on, to be like, oh, hang on, I recognize that energy signature, then boom, and we can start to see these things come together. But that's not what we did.
Stop. No, you're a freelancer.
Yeah.
I'm so relieved to see you. I'm Arcanist Elson. All of us, we don't know how to thank you. I must tell you, we can gather all the Shaper fragments.
Doesn't look like you'd be able to see out of that too good.
Hey, over there. We're not alone. Let's get them.
Hang on. We've got more outlaws incoming.
Okay.
Elson, wait here. Opening the doors, let all the bad guys in.
Of course, we won't move.
And again, why aren't there specifically Arcanist Lancers? Why wouldn't there be? Oh, but they're explorers. Yeah, but this shit happens all the time and then they need to be rescued. They should be looking to their own defense, right? That's not crazy.
This place is ours.
Outlaws are far more organized than they were in my day. They've grown too powerful.
Okay. If you say so.
Diggs is losing people here. All for a couple of fragments. I don't get it.
He must have made a deal with someone.
They need to stop shooting me out of the air.
You need
They're
to
not.
stop being shot.
They're not shooting me out of the air. I've barely been in the air at all. I don't really need to be there. That's not the one that I'm on. Anyway, this is fire-faced Kerns. And now I've made them honest. You're welcome. You're welcome, Kearns.
I've got help on the way.
Super not. There's this one guy.
Nelson, some of the Shaper fragments are missing.
That's not good.
Not good at all, my friend. Come back.
Now that's all of them. But yeah, not even body armor on those Arcanists. Not a rifle between them. Fucking insanity. You know, people who go on just expeditions in the world will bring, like, just a rifle, right? That's pretty standard practice. If you go fucking hiking in certain parts of the country, you may want something for bears and large predators. This idea that explorers should be unarmed and fucking soft is, like, just totally nuts to me. You have to take your setting in your narrative seriously. And that means that the people must behave accordingly. Like, that's... In this society that they've got right here, venturing outside the walls unarmed, I mean, fuck it. There's regulators inside the walls and stuff too, and people are apparently regularly starting fights and breaking arms and doing all this shit. Any kind of living where you don't have some sort of, like, way to defend yourself from the potential application of lethal force would be fucking unheard of. You would be a crazy person to do that. So I don't know why it's presented like, well, they just didn't do it because they're scientists. But in the same breath, the game then turns around and says, oh, but the Arcanist made the storm. So clearly someone's got a mind for it. We just forgot. Thank you, Pi. I appreciate your counterpoint there, that, you know, you need specific roles in a society, but specialization is for insects, and that's not what either of us are. You're a bird. Okay? He takes his roles very seriously, like but a caste system is also nuts. It's a failed system. It never worked to begin with. So why it is that he would want to go back to it, I would imagine it's because the notion of, like, making choices frightens him, as does the idea of failure or merit. Because if you are born, say, to an artist caste, then that is all you're going to be, regardless of how good you are. You don't have to produce quality work, you just do the thing that you're doing, and there's nowhere else to go. But if you are born outside of a caste system, well, then you have to define what it is that you're about, don't you? And that frightens a lot of people that are attracted to authoritarian thinking. The witch is looking at me. What?
So you're impressed yet?
Your bird has bad opinions.
Javelin of Dawn.
You and Faye are a good team.
See what you miss when you leave the family?
I'm betting it was more Faye than you.
The brains, maybe, but someone had to keep the Strider going. Defend us in the wilds.
Does that mean you're still flying a Javelin?
Well, as soon as I get my suit in shape. Just needs a little more work.
Oh. So...
Can't rush these things. What, do you think General Tarsus charged into battle without checking her equipment?
Good point. Thought maybe your leg was acting up?
That? This agreement with a giant anistorm over who was dinner. He snapped my knee, I boiled him with butter. This an inspection?
If things get rough, I need to know what shape you're in. You do the same.
Nope. I would remember that Halleck's the best damn freelancer this side of the Mirelands.
Didn't say you weren't.
And I'd show him some respect.
Even the best need a breather.
Oh, you mean like General Tarsus fighting that chimera for 3 days on a mountaintop in a rainstorm? Did she say, hey, sorry, I need a breather? Hell no. I'll take a breather when I'm dead.
I mean, you're quoting this ancient bullshit and hearsay like it's the fucking truth, and Halleck, look at me. You weren't there. You don't know. Anyway, you start to hallucinate, if you haven't slept for that long, so I'd find it doubtful. Unless she was on some sort of, like, fucking drug cocktail. Even then, I don't know that it would prevent the hallucinations. Also, this idea that you can simply attain the title of best and then never lose it, fucking nuts to me. What do you got, Faye?
How's it going?
Thank goodness you're here. I've been arguing with an Antium cipher for what seems like all of time.
Is there some kind of trouble in the capital?
Not unless a rash of bad taste counts. They think the Crimson Lancer is a better series than Dawn Guard.
Radio shows? Those fights must be brutal.
Honor is at stake.
So you're...
Oh boy, it's fandom crap. Is this cute?
Lancer is a lot of Mylan's
Do you find this cute and endearing and relatable? It doesn't, fucking, who cares? Can I just not? I can't escape this. I can't escape this.
You can't say things like that. Now I pretty much have to tell him.
Halleck's a sucker for stories about a plucky band of lancers. You know the type.
I hate this.
4 lancers, alone against the odds, armed only with sticks and rocks. Also, he loves gushy sentimentality, which that shows.
I'm trapped.
Dawn Guard is serious art?
Obviously. I mean, it is set around Antium, and the romantic subplots are much better written.
Of course they are.
This is a side of you I didn't know existed.
This is a side of everyone that I wish didn't exist.
But your hobby is listening to radio shows about other people doing our jobs.
Alright then, what do you do for fun?
Not this conversation, Faye.
Nothing. Unless you count eating and sleeping.
Nobody counts that, and you've succeeded in making me sad. You know that's not healthy, right? Everybody needs a break now and then.
Yeah. Maybe once the Dominion are out of the picture, I'll learn an instrument or something.
Sure.
Right. Just getting sadder.
Learning an instrument is sadder than fucking radio show soap operas. Do you want to catch these hands?
The Enclave is so drafty.
Because you could, at any point in time.
You did well in that Shaper ruin. Arcanist Elson and his people sent their thanks.
Great.
Wish we could have gotten there sooner.
Do they send their pay?
The real problem.
This is a job.
We can't.
Let's remember that.
Attacked because they posted a contract.
Diggs has been one step ahead of us this whole time.
The stolen links, my freelancer friend. That's how he knows so much.
Right. From the grave sites.
Yeah.
He knows so much because he has one of our fucking radios.
Arcanist Elson said we're left behind.
Meaning Diggs has his hands on some very dangerous things.
Let me see if any of Elson's people heard something that might help us.
Okay. Keep me posted.
Also, all this has people doubting us. Get out there and show them what real freelancers do.
I will.
Okay. We've done it again. And goodbye. They have more dialogue. We'll take this.
Ready for contracts. Diggs will be looking for opportunities.
Great.
Leave us now to make sure he does not have them.
Sure.
I will look for our stolen fragments.
Okay, cool. Let's see who else has what to say, and then we'll probably do this thing for Yarrow and call it for Anthem for tonight. My brain needs a breather. I'm sure yours do too, Lost Things.
Oh, Freelancer. You're here.
Whoop.
Hello.
We panned out a little bit too hard.
No.
No.
This is Sentinel Commander Fool.
Commander? Can I call you Vul? Nice to meet you.
I don't think I've ever seen you associate with a non-Sentinel, Bryn.
Oh, well, you know, trying to expand my horizons.
Interesting.
I mean, I don't see why we wouldn't just be honest.
Bryn and I have been working together. A little Sentinel freelancer cooperation.
Freelancer.
What?
Without permission?
See, I've been sharing some Sentinel tips. The freelancers need them.
Yes, they do. Good to meet you. As you were, Bryn.
Good save there.
The Sentinels above me aren't exactly on board with external assistance.
Then why does my guild exist?
If this works out?
Well, you are pretty good at shooting scars. Ugh, scars are the worst.
Yep.
Okay. Anyway, just be honest with your superiors here. Be like, hey, we've already got a body of work that's like indicative of progress. So I don't know why it is that I can't just go have a conversation with this fool and be like, so hey, we've seen a lot of success here, and for real, why does my guild exist if not specifically for shit like this? If the official forces are short-staffed, they hire contractors. That is how it works and how it has always worked in any kind of military or law enforcement anything since fucking ever. I don't... Why would this be a thing here? You can't have cops patrol your building all the time, you hire private security. You got stuff that you need to move that's valuable and the cops can't move it, well then you hire private security. If you have a fucking military and you don't have enough dudes to fight on this front, well then maybe you look for security contractors, or in the before times, mercenaries. It's not that fucking crazy. It's common practice to human history, and these are humans, so like, what the fuck even? What the fuck? Just write better. Have better ideas. Or just an idea. That would be cool too. What do you want, Matthias?
For being a little crabby during our last chat.
Guess I touched a nerve.
Yes, but I didn't have to respond as poorly as I did. Anger can be an asset, Matthias, but peevishness is just bad manners.
That's true.
My mentor, Phyla Ray.
Phyla Ray was right.
I still haven't quite learned.
Phyla Ray taught you? I've heard she was a brilliant arcanist.
And the reason I'm not dead in a ditch.
How did you meet?
I, robbed her.
That really was not what I was expecting.
She was a fancy lady, I was a street kid. What would you have done?
Okay, fine. I probably would have robbed her too.
Can you blame me? All I saw was a case full of expensive-looking things. I knew they had to be worth something to someone, so I grabbed the case. Shaper relics. I didn't realize the danger. I got lucky, nothing blew up when I took it apart. But Phyla had followed me. It was impossible for an unschooled vagrant to silence a relic, she said.
That made her want to teach you?
I think so. She never explained. Maybe it was the way I handled the relic. It took her an hour to convince me to go with her.
I'd have jumped at the chance. Why didn't you?
I didn't trust her.
What changed your mind?
She sat with me and explained the relics. She told me I could be an arcanist. She was kind. No one had been kind to me in years. She was the first to call me a prodigy. Damn, I miss her. Anyway, You're probably busy. We can talk later.
Hey, BioWare, that's not how people look when they're sad and kind of struggling with it. Yeah, the...
As they say?
No.
Did you experience the splendor of her banquet table?
Yeah.
Yeah. Something like
She likes challenge food.
Super.
She's like a fucking alien planet LA Beast. It's great. Anyway, like, that's not the expression that people make when they're pained. That's not a face anyone makes, period, I don't think. As far as Matthias's backstory there, I'm just kind of going like, yo, I get it. You make sense there. It's... Okay. Laundry ticket. Oh, it's Vool's laundry. Just do your own fucking laundry. What the fuck? Anyway, if you're hungry enough, you'll take all kinds of things, and, well, fancy people have the best shit to pawn. Don't know what it's like to be called a prodigy, though. I don't think I've ever been accused of that. When I knew the answers to things in school, I was told that I was just showing off. Because if you express an interest in something or mastery over a subject in any kind of, like, rung, even if it's literally, like, elementary school shit, you know, if you're a child, and you happen to know what the large and small intestine are, if you let people know that, well then it must be a statement of ego, right? It's not that you were answering the question that was posed by the teacher to the class and they're, you know, getting real fucking weird and insecure that they didn't get to answer it themselves. What I'm saying is that people don't like smart. They don't. They prefer to believe themselves at any point in time to be the smartest person in the room. So, the depiction of Phyla Ray there suggests something interesting about the character, that she would recognize intelligence and then try to cultivate it. But the vast majority of academics that I've met are in it for their own validation and very little else. That's not to say there aren't exceptions to the rule. There are. Always. And I've had a number of excellent teachers over my time on this planet, but I've also had one, well, more than one. I've had a few that tried to peddle like motivational speaker TED Talks as actual fucking knowledge, and lost things. Don't go to college unless you have a very specific career in mind. And even then, try to shadow somebody at their job for a little bit to see if, you know, it's really for you. Otherwise, it's an expensive hassle full of complete douchebags that aren't there to learn so much as they are to flex their credentials. And frankly, there's nothing that they could teach you that you can't teach yourself.
Head over.
Got it. On my way.
Granted, that's going to take time, but education in general takes time. Is this anything, or is this just like a cool square? This is where cool guys stand now. That's what I've decided. Only cool people can see that square. And yeah, you know, if you have an interest in physics, well, you can teach yourself physics. It's not that crazy. If you have an interest in structural and mechanical engineering, you can teach yourself structural and mechanical engineering. It's going to be dry as fuck, but you can do it. And then if you have enough of an interest, you can attempt to test out a whole lot of the coursework that you would need to complete. Be sure that you complete your labs and stuff, because people need to know that your praxis is as good as your theory. But there's nothing stopping you from doing that, is the point. A lot of people think that school is where you go to learn. It's really not. The world is full of knowledge. Fucking drink it in. And steal it if you gotta.
Aha. Protect those Arcanists from the cowardly outlaws.
Okay.
There must be something valuable behind that door.
Don't shoot at that guy. It's not nice. Alright. There's already a cop here. Oh. Oh, he's legendary, that's why. Well. I punched him real good. He or she, I don't know. It's hard to tell. Their models are pretty nondescript, which is fine. Like, I don't really need titty outlaw. A lot of people that play video games seem to desperately need titty outlaw. I'm just not one of those folks. Bump. Oh, I gotta stand in this, do I? Okay. You know, sure. Fine, dandy. There we go. And that'll solve itself from there. Also, I would like to note that this is absolutely a war crime, what I'm doing. You cannot incendiary bomb just like dudes. This is horrible. Those Arcanists dead? No, they're just cowering. Okay. Of note, now that I've mentioned that it's a war crime, it's definitely not the last time that we're going to be doing this. Not just in Anthem, but across the games we play. We're gonna burn a lot of digital people lost things. If you keep up on your ghost stories, you shouldn't be all that shocked by that. But just, you know, heads up. Touch. They threw a grenade at me.
Keeping them safe.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Pump. And we've done it again without losing too much progress. Goodbye. I said goodbye. Goodbye. There, have a shield fix. But yeah, like you'll notice that we don't really use flamethrowers for military applications anymore, and it's specifically because it's considered, you know, cruel. What would the hull they burn to death? Oop. Oop. Alright, let's prop this cop back up. Oh, is the server having fun? Oh, okay. I don't know what happened to that guy. Anyway, they opened the door. Just fucking, like, take the door apart piece by piece. You're getting in there one way or the other. Apparently, Ursics are very social creatures. We never see that. Why show when you can tell, right? Ah, the server's real good.
My friend.
Hell yeah. Nah, it's good. Nah, it's good. Okay. Rubber banding. I'm telling you, it knows. They can feel the malice through the connection. What, to shoot bugs? I guess. I mean, frankly, if I'm a security contractor in this world and this is the job that I get assigned, okay, it's pretty much a turkey shoot, right? Like, that's a cushy one. Yeah, they don't really seem to be taking that damage. The server is not acknowledging the shield charge. Probably because it's having problems with positioning right now. Okay. There's another one. They're hidden. Ah. Okay. But what field work? What do you want? Oh, if we just done it, is that it? We can leave now? Cool. Glad we got sent in here. Fucking super awesome. This has been worth it. What a find. They already had shit set up down here. How the fuck is that possible? Just spawn in those props after we've done this mission. It's a few tables and lights and shit. Fucking, how hard is it to just be like, don't display this right now? Okay, now display it.
Ah, yes, good job. Something else has come up, though.
Okay.
There is some trouble in your area. See if you can find her.
Okay, on my way.
Sure. We'll find her. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, it's just as well that this is working as poorly as it is now. Because we're almost at the end for the evening.
Find that that freelancer.
I mean, what's... It's looking like she's fucking dead, Yarrow, so you know? Yeah. Yeah, working good. Yeah, working real good.
We're too late. Select the link so the story can be told.
If only it was Rice.
Use these explosives.
It's not.
Stockpiles on our folding.
Okay, I'll try to. Because again, it works really good. If this were any other game, I would be saying, listen, I'll just re-record it because their server was acting up and like, this is unwatchable. But no, I feel like this is indicative of the Anthem experience. This is how it happens and how you do it.
That's one.
Are we good? Did that explode already?
Very close. Keep going.
Yeah, there we go. It just... I didn't notice. I think you're supposed to clear out of the way of that, otherwise you take a bunch of damage, but it went off and did not even see the counter go up. Working good. I love it when they don't animate and just kind of slide towards me. Give me my bits. There you go.
Finished. Nicely done. Well done. Losing these stockpiles will hurt them. Now sweep the rest of these pests away.
Okay.
You got it. Got rid of all the scars.
They are scattered. You have one.
We have.
Good work.
I feel like a winner.
Particularly vicious animal causing problems in your
Oh boy, it's another vicious animal.
Okay, on my way.
Do you think it'll be something other than an Ursix? Or do you think it'll be an Ursix? Do you think maybe they have one vicious animal? That's what it seems like to me.
I don't see it. Search the area.
We'll have to find evidence. 3 pieces of evidence, usually. While it does this and works really good.
I don't see anything that tells me where the animals went from these remains.
Oh, dang. We'll just have to find something else.
Remains aren't giving me any direction.
God damn it. That's 2. Boy, I hope this third one does it.
Look over here.
Well, would you look at that?
Perfect. That should be enough for a direction. Stop that.
And would you look at that?
Destruction.
On it.
Yeah, we're doing it. I mean, a little bit at a time, but we're doing it.
That's pretty hard at this point.
It is.
What a monster.
Wait, there's another one of those monsters.
So,
It's just got
it's every time. There's another one. Yeah. Yeah, I know how it goes.
I'm trying to focus on weak areas.
Let's
Yeah,
call that finished.
it's definitely finished.
I give
Okay. We've done it again. There's just no stopping us. At one point in time, someone suggested that we stop, but I said no. There they are, again. With the Grabbits. And yeah, the suit-up animation plays when you're matchmaking and not otherwise, so they don't even just have that in the rotation of things to look at. They spent time on that animation. It's this big old fucking to-do, and then they just don't play it. Instead, they play the same text-based screens over and over again. You know, you have other things, you could just toss them in there. It doesn't make sense not to. Just as broad of a rotation as it can possibly fucking be. But no. From Scythus, the Outlaw King, played by Maiken Duvall. And we wait, and we wait. In order to attempt our escape from Anthem. You know how it is. There we go. Come on. This is the fucking menu freezes. Every time it's gonna be amazing. We'll go here. We'll see if it closes on its own. It probably won't. I'm probably going to have to force it again. Yep. It's just gonna sit there. Just sitting there, huh, Anthem? Doing God knows what. Well, there's the axe. And then there it is for Anthem as a background process as well. Okay. We draw closer. We've seen more of the same. I wish we could say that we've seen more, but we just haven't. And that's how it's going to be until eventually this conflict sort of resolves itself. I'll give you 5 guesses as to what's going to happen as we pursue the Monitor. Is he, are we going to prevent him from utilizing the Heart of Rage? Is the world going to change as a result of him just snatching up the power of creation and reshaping reality to the way that he sees fit? Or is it just, are we gonna shoot a big version of him and he fucking dies? It's a BioWare game, you tell me. Anyway, ponder that while you wander on your own for a bit. See ya.